Hi everybody, it's Norma, and it is time for what I am burning now in July. It is Sunday, July 1st, and it's just been so hot. It's like, we had an excessive heat warning yesterday, and they did drop it today, but we're still under a heat advisory. But it's been like, 100 degrees and humid, and even though it's been kind of nice as far as, no storms or anything like that, it's just like, you know what? I'm just going to stay inside and relax today, catch up on some housework and organize some stuff around the house, which of course always includes organizing my candles. So I finished up all my June candles, and I've been literally scrounging around trying to figure out what to burn for the month of July. And my problem is I kind of started my summer burning a month early. Normally in June, I would still be burning florals, and then July and August is when I go to my like beachy scents, my fruit scents. But I was kind of anxious for summer this year because it was a long winter. And so I went through a lot of fruity scents last month. If you see my empties video, I did Tutti Frutti, Key Lime Pie. I had a lot of good candles. But because I've been on a wax ban for the last 2 or 3 summers, I haven't been buying summer candles during semi-annual sale that much. And I am like in a real lull, like no candles. So I kind of scrounged around, did the best I could. Because, I do have like some Bay Breeze, but I don't want to use all my Bay Breeze in 1 year. I have a couple Key Lime Pie, but I burned it last month. I don't want to burn them all this year. I have no coconut, hardly at all, except for black coconut, which, I bought mostly for the label. I have no tea lights. I have no votives. It's hard to believe that I have no candles when I have like hundreds and hundreds of candles. But I just don't have what I wanted in the right size, the right quantity. I didn't have votives or tea lights to coordinate with what I have. So it's just been quite a dilemma this month. Quite a dilemma. But anyway, this is what I have going right now. Yeah, it is what it is, right? So, once again, I love these tea light holders. I just have them all the time in my bathroom because it's just such a beautiful collection. The Harmony. And I have tea lights going in Midnight Jasmine from Yankee. And these were the last things that I placed. And after I put them in here, I was like, oh my gosh, I could have done jasmine in my bedroom. Because I was like angsting, what do I do in my bedroom? Because I just had no feelings for anything. It's just been a weird month to try to figure out what to do. And I almost went with Blue Hydrangea. But I don't really have any votives or tea lights to go with Blue Hydrangea other than tulips, which would have been a great red, white, and blue. But after I did this, I was like, oh, I could have done jasmine because I do have jasmine, but I didn't even think of it. So that's what I have going there. Then in my infinity holder, you can't really see it that well. Hang on. I have a medium jar of sea coral. This is one that I picked up, I think it was last year or 2 years ago when they had like a deal on the medium jars. And it's like, I'm not sure if I'm crazy about the scent, but I decided to burn it because it seemed like it went pretty well with Lake Sunset, which is what I have going on in my bedroom. So there is sea coral. Then over here in my navy fractals, I have votives in Lake Sunset. And my cha-cha. It's hard to believe that this time last year, it was just awful time for me. I knew that this time last year that I would have to be putting them to sleep. Yeah, I actually did it like July 5th, I believe. July 6th, July 5th, I think. So the 4th of July weekend last year was just horrible for me. And it's kind of a bittersweet weekend for me because 5 years ago, on July 2nd, my sister died, and then 4 years later, my cha-cha. So now the 4th of July weekend is not very celebratory for me. It's kind of sad, but, know, time does heal all wounds. You never forget, but the pain isn't quite so horrible. So anyway, there we have it. We have the medium fractals in navy with Lake Sunset votives. And I really did no change in decor at all. So I still have my little, you know, swans on the Crystal Lazy Susan. And once again, we have votives in Lake Sunset. And I have the exact same thing going on the other side of my dresser. And then over here on the center of the dresser, I have my beveled mirror from Valerie Parr-Hill on QVC, and the Native Fractal collection. That's the large jar holder and the votive holders, and Lake Sunset tumbler. And as you can see, it's doing really well. Unfortunately, the tumbler doesn't seem to throw, but I get much better throw from the votives. So with the votives, I can actually smell it because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 votives going. And over here in my bathroom, I have a large jar Yankee candle in Beach Holiday. I don't know if you can see it. Some light. Yeah. Beach Holiday. This is in the clear fractal. And in my Facebook group, we do candle roulette, and the theme this month was to pick a blue candle. So Beach Holiday fit right in there. And it's doing pretty well. I mean, I really liked this scent when it first came out. You know, it's no longer available. Maybe you can find it at the outlet. For fans of like Turquoise Sky, Ocean Star, it's along those veins. It's one of those salty sea air spa type scents, but still, nothing compares to Bay Breeze. But I still like this one. And then I have Daylights in Kringle's Set Sail, which is kind of a salty sea air, ocean, but there's a lemony hint to it. So it's a very pleasant scent. I've never had the large jar. I got the Daylights last year, tried them, meant to get a large jar, never got around to it, but these are my last set of Daylights. But it goes along with the Beach Holiday fairly nicely. And even though my bathroom is purple, I kind of had a red, white, and blue theme going on for the 4th of July. So I guess that's okay. Now over here I have 2 candles going. I normally just have one on my stove. But this is Trap Orange Vanilla, Vanilla Orange, I forget already. And I did do a haul video on this one. And when I first got it, I put it in a hurricane next to my couch, like in the evening when I sit and relax, watch TV, and it threw great. But I have a different candle there, so I moved this one over here today because I had nothing over here. And I didn't really want to start a new candle when this one wasn't finished yet. Unfortunately, on my stovetop, which is a dead zone, it is not doing as well. I can't really smell it. But I did enjoy it when it was on my little cabinet next to my couch. It's a very, like an orange vanilla scent. It reminds me of like orange juice with vanilla, almost like a creamsicle, but a little bit more of that orange juicy note to it. I really like it. And this has been a disaster. This is a 3-wick candle from Yankee in Margarita Time. It has been basically burning all day. At some point I did have to like kind of, you know, dunk some of the wax out and scoop it out. But the wicks have been really puny, which is not helping with it pulling out, because literally it's been going all day except for maybe a couple hours. So yeah, so I just want to use it up. And somebody in my Facebook group had actually mentioned that the barrel shades from Yankee actually will hold these 3-wick pillars. You can find these at Bed Bath & Beyond, the outlet stores, or the discount stores like TJ Maxx. So I have quite a few of these, but I haven't been burning them because the majority of my traditional hurricanes don't fit this size jar. I do have a few holders that do fit them, but they're not in rotation right now. And so this was a nice option to be able to place the candle in something without just putting this on. Like originally I had this over on my candle cabinet, which is wood, And I didn't want to place this candle on, you know, the bare wood, obviously. I want to put it on some kind of protective surface. So it was really nice that I found out, based through somebody in my Facebook group, that these shades fit the large 3-wick candles. Because then, you know, then if I want to move the candle around, I can pick it up. I'm not touching hot glass. So, and it's kind of a cool decorative effect as well. Okay, and over here I have, I'm so sad about this. I really hesitated about burning these. My last 2 dune grasses, Yankee Candle. I think these are from 2013. And they've been doing great. They're not pulled out yet, but they don't even need to. They've been throwing. I was really hesitant about doing 2 of them together because the last time I burnt dune grass, which was probably when I bought these, you know, one almost threw me out of the house. But, yeah. But they're in a different location now. You know, sometimes the airflow affects how the scent goes. But I was like, I'm not sure if I like this scent anymore, but as soon as I lit it and I could, you know, smell the scent and it's like throwing throughout the house, it's like, yeah, this is a good candle. Because, you know, of course, they did get rid of all the ones that actually throw and are strong. Yeah. And then votives, what do I have in my votives? I think these 2 are Margarita Time. And then the tea light, also Yankee Candle, is in Mediterranean Breeze. Because I felt that the lemon salty Sierra scent kind of complemented dune grass. Dune grass is kind of really hard to describe. I don't remember what the scent notes are. I'm sure I have them written down somewhere because I used to keep a inventory in Excel. I do not do that anymore. But it's like a grassy scent with, there's like a little bit of a citrus note or a lemon note. So I thought that the Mediterranean Breeze would complement it. But it's the last of my dune grass. I'm so sad. Say goodbye, people. You will see them in my empties. Okay, and over here, I was finishing up some votives in, oh, this one's done. Valespa Laguna. I still have one going on here. And then I have tea lights in Mediterranean Breeze. Wow, these tea lights in Mediterranean Breeze sure have a strong flame. Some of the tea lights I get from Yankee Candle are like not very good. They have like puny wick syndrome, but these are doing really good. So that's nice to know. Laguna from Valespa is just, you know, one of, again, these spa, watery type scents. I actually really like it. It's not super strong, but I had the votives originally in my bathroom, so they were fine there. They were actually going with the beach holiday that I just showed you, but they were supposed to be part of my empties video for June, and I forgot to show them, so oh well, here they are. You can see them now. And then in here, oh, looks like I got a wick out. This one is a little bit of a disappointment. I remember like searching high and low for this when I was collecting the World Journey candles. This is Caribbean Trade Winds, and I don't know, maybe because it's old, I found out a lot of these World Journeys didn't really carry their scent well. It doesn't smell like much of anything. So, but I hunted high and low for that Caribbean Trade Winds, and it is pretty when it's burning, but I'll have to get that other wick lit because it's much prettier burning when there's 2 flames going. Okay, got that other one lit. Let's hope it stays. Ain't that so pretty? Then over here is a Bath & Body Works candle. I decided I had to have a dedicated place to be able to burn a Bath & Body Works candle. So this is it over here. And this is from the Intrigue and Opulence collection that came out. It was the first year that I got into Bath & Body Works. And again, I think that might have been 2013. And I think this is Topaz Waters. I'm not sure about the name. But I loved it more because of the glass. The scent itself is kind of a generic, you know, sea air, salty, ocean type of scent. You know, again, along the vein of turquoise sky, ocean star. But it's nothing that like stands out to me. The scent itself is basically unforgettable, but the glass is just beautiful. I just love the turquoise look. It looks like just like a beautiful Caribbean ocean. So I just love the look of it. So that is what I have going on there. Okay, well, let's see how that does. The reason I lost a wick is I had to trim the wicks because when I first lit this candle, it had started to soot and it was not even barely pulled out. So I blew it out, trimmed the wicks, and that's what happened. But I love this scent. This is Kringle Pineapple Sunset, and the label is just gorgeous. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me see if I can carefully get it out without burning myself. The label is gorgeous. Pineapple Sunset. And right now Kringle does have a clearance sale going on right now, and this is one of the scents. I'm tempted to get some because I absolutely love the scent. It's, you know, your basic pina colada type of scent, but I just really like it. I think it has like a little tang of ginger in it, which makes it stand apart a little bit because I love ginger. And this is my last one. I had one that I burned, I think, last year. So this is my very last one, and it is being retired. It's throwing fairly decent. It's not super, super strong, but it's strong enough that I can smell it in this room because I have mostly like, you know, ocean, sea air, sea breeze type of scents. I can definitely smell the pineapple and coconut. So it's doing its job. Now, in these little containers, these are from a Loom. I picked them up at TJ Maxx, I think last year. And this is in a scent, oh God, what is it? I think it's drift sand and sage. And basically, I'm just burning them to use them up because the colors kind of match. It's like, I don't think you can see that, but it's like an aqua black. So it kind of goes with the color theme I have going on, which is like a sea foam. And then in the votive holders, I have Yankee Candle. New this year, it was the Juicy Citrus and Sea Salt, which I really like. I showed you earlier over by my dune grass, I was burning votives in Margarita Time. A lot of people compared this scent with Margarita Time, but this is sweeter and juicier. Margarita Time has a bit of a acidic kick to it. It was a little bit bitter. So if you didn't like Margarita Time, you would probably like Juicy Citrus and Sea Salt. I think it's an improvement over Margarita Time myself, and I really like it. So that is what I have going on here. And then last but not least, I have my mermaid scene on my coffee table. So the tea lights are Yankee Candle Mediterranean Breeze. And like I said, I'm running really low on summer candles, so I didn't have anything to put in here unless I did like just a lemon, which I may end up doing later on this month. But for now, I found these Daylights by Kringle Candle in Coconut Colada. And it's just like the Pineapple Sunset, which I just showed you, is more like a pina colada type of scent. It's pineapple with coconut and ginger. This is mostly coconut with a little bit of pineapple, so it's definitely more strong on the coconut versus the pineapple. But it smells really yummy because that's the kind of scent that I want right now because it's like 100 degrees outside. And same thing over here. So basically that is it. That is what I am burning now in the month of July. If you guys like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe below. And have a blessed day.